chemistry here is just fantastic. He brings on Tony Michaels and then goes into an ad read. And this is how you do it, people.
Another great guest to the show. Tony, I got to just do a little ad.
Go ahead.
Are you a betting man?
No.
Really?
No. Couldn't get me to bet on shit. I work too hard for my money. Huh?
Not even the Cardinals?
No.
This is going great.
When is John going to learn to not involve his talentless guests in these supposed ad reads? They never yes and. It's like, all right, before we get into that, I want to talk about my sponsor. Hey, do you like sushi? No, I fucking hate sushi. Oh.
Why would you ask me that, asshole?
It's just the dumbest thing. Are you a betting man? And then John not reading the room at all. But what about the Cardinals, though?
Yeah,
it's like, no, I don't.
It was a pretty hard no there.
Yeah, this isn't a Cardinals hat. It's a Tony Michaels hat. All right?
I bet on one guy.
And by the way, John's asked Tony Michaels where he's from every single episode he's ever been on with him. And every time he's like, I'm from Missouri. Every fucking time. Finally, John remembers for the wrong reason. Finally.
Where am I from?
He remembers and it backfires on him. All right, so John wants to talk about his interview with Radio Gunk, because this is the day after the Radio Gunk interview that we covered on the last show.
Fresh.
And boy, did we cover it.
Yeah.
That was a long segment. I had Opie stuff. I had Patrick Michael stuff.
I know.
We're not getting anything anymore. God damn it, Stuttering John. And they're like, oh, Carl only makes his living off of Stuttering John. It's because it's so fucking amazing what you do. I have other things to talk about.
For a guy who hardly does anything, he's like really flooding us with content.
I know.
So.
It's insane.
I did a show yesterday, and it was for a friend of mine. Mm-hmm. And yet, the questioning was all about what the trolls are saying and all. And Kevin. And Kevin. Kevin, what do I podcast?
That guy.
I kept using your line, and Kevin from Why Do I Podcast? I just love that line, though.
Why?
So clever.
Yeah, what's so funny about that? Kevin from Why Do I Podcast? Yeah. Kevin was our co-host.
And why do we podcast?
Because it's how I make my living.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
Like, I don't know what else you need to know about
that's the answer why.
Why do you podcast, Josh? Shouldn't you be substitute teaching? Oh, you're off this week. Maybe that's what you're up to. Maybe that's what it is. I love how he says, oh, I just did a show with my friend. Monique's your friend like I'm your friend. Right. Okay, Monique is also just trying to get content from you, John. Yeah. And Shuli broke that down brilliantly, too, where she's just like, yeah, everyone else just wants to see you crash and burn. No, Monique, that's literally why you have him on the show. Ask him if he drives a limo or is a substitute teacher. Like, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Monique's a lot of things, but not a dummy.
Everyone knows what's going on except for one particular guy.
Yeah, and by the way, that's the theme of this entire episode. They're all chuckle fucks with each other, talking about like, oh, these idiots, blah, 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 blah. They don't know anything that's going on. They can't be bothered to do any research into what they're making fun of, so none of it makes any fucking sense.
Yeah.
It's like if they were fucking movie critics. Like, I haven't seen the new Top Gun, but I'm pretty sure the special effects suck and the acting's not very good. The dialogue blows. So you don't even know. Like, why are you criticizing?
So we're doing a Patrick Michael segment now?
Or? Basically, yeah. But they're not even reading my wiki page.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God, they're so fucking stupid. All right,
roll them.
So let's find out what Tony has to say about us. This is, by the way, starting right off with just not understanding what's going on at all.
How did you find out that they were mad?
Someone tweeted that shit at me. I don't know. They tweet shit at me all the time. They're like, Tony Michaels is on, like, breaking news. Tony Michaels is on Stuttering John's podcast, and I'm like, yeah, breaking fucking news. Like, what are you talking about? Like as if you're trying to hide it or something. Like it's some kind of fucking secret. Like, this shit is on fucking YouTube and sometimes on Facebook, depending on the day. But it's on YouTube and Twitch, and I mean, it's not a fucking secret when people are on your show. Like, you're tweeting it out. I don't understand.
No, you don't understand. Thank you. You guys are completely out of it. These two assholes are not in on the joke, and they're so smug.
Yeah.
Like, John's so smug right there, acting like he's smarter than WATP listeners.
Yeah.
We literally have doctors, attorneys, PhDs in the audience.
Let me break this down for you. He doesn't know what he's laughing at, and Tony's up his own ass with this.
Correct. They're just so proud of themselves, so they think that they're in their little clique right now, and they're like, oh, yeah, I get these tweets from them. From who? From who? From Muttering Jay?
Yeah.
Muttering Jay is not associated with who are these podcasts?
He's like, how did you find out they were mad?
Yeah, how did you find out they were mad?
They passed me a note.
I got a tweet I didn't understand that I was copied on that I assume is from Kevin from Why Do I Podcast. Oh, it's a good joke. Say it 80 more times. Keep going. They fucking can't stop themselves. They're so impressed with themselves. All right, let's find out. Let's find out how much of a pussy I am.
Okay.
You ready for that?
Kinda.
I found it hysterical that you were able to like just call this pussy out for all that he is. And, just my favorite line that you said, Tony, and I was thinking about it today, was just when you said, I don't know why he wants to take you down. If he does, he'll have no show.
Yeah, he won't have any content. I don't know if anyone's, paid attention to these fucking idiots. Probably not.
Isn't the whole premise they're pissed off that we have a big audience and make a lot of money on Patreon and do live shows in Nashville? Isn't that why they're angry? It's like no one's even paying attention to these guys.
It was a recent premise.
Which is it?
Yeah,
Which thing are they goofing on me
he
for?
moves on pretty quick.
Yeah, I guess so. So anyway, Tony, because you guys aren't listening and you don't know what's going on, which is fine. I don't expect you guys to be fans of WATP, but don't fucking comment on it like you understand anything that's going on over here. I have said multiple times, I love Stuttering John. Yes. Even though the guy is very violent towards me and brings in legal threats quite often, I make it a point to say that I want him to broadcast forever. I hope that he does. If not, I might have to downsize, which is okay.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't need this house. I can downsize. It's fine. But anyway, my point is, Tony, you made that point. John's like, oh my gosh, that was the best point you ever made. If anyone's listened to me for the last 4 years, that's all I've been talking about is I love John. I love the content he puts out. I don't want it to ever stop. This is not a good observation on your part. And then this is more of them just like speculating about who we are as people. Yeah. When literally, if they wanted to know, and I'm not saying they do, but they spend hours talking about me now, they could just watch some of this shit and figure it out.
I know.
And I don't understand, like I like to come on here and goof at you. Like I goof on you. Yeah. I don't understand why they have to create a whole YouTube channel, take your content, and then goof on you like there's some kind of tough guy or something. I don't understand it.
Do I come off as a tough guy? That's the funniest thing I've ever said to Chris.
Mercy.
And it's great, too, because Tony goes, I enjoy goofing on you, John. Oh, then you get it. Yeah. Good.
Yes.
We're literally on the same page
For
here.
a second, you were on the same page.
He's like, but these guys are tough guys. I'm known as a smile talker. Yeah. What are you talking about, a tough guy? Remember how good Greg Giraldo was at the roasts? He would just make fun of everyone who was there. That guy must have thought he was a real tough guy. Goofing on jerks.
Yeah.
What a tough guy he is.
Well, this is just one of the stances that they take. So
yes, it bounces around.
Yeah, very much so.
They're like an unfun pinball machine. It's bouncing every which way.
Yeah. Tilted backwards.
So, yeah, they're literally on tilt.
Now I'm sideways. People.
And also, do you think they're telling the truth about not knowing anything about you? Like,
no. I mean, because then they let it slip. Like, they'll talk about specific things that we talked about.
Sure.
In the show.
Before.
Right. So they act like they don't know what's going on. And they're like, yeah, and at that Nashville show, he pointed out blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, so you watched the video. All right, good. It's fine. I appreciate you do the research. You don't have to like it. But I watch their show. I watch every fucking second. So that's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
You're going to know what you're talking about. All right. So let's get into some John math. Now, this clip starts off with, he's already lost his train of thought. They just kicked off this segment, and John's already like, oh, what am I talking about? And then he brings up a really good point.
I don't understand.
No, I'm glad that you called the,
Yeah, sure.
But he's just, but the point I was trying to make is this.
Could you imagine if I did a show where I was like, yeah, I'm glad, but you know what I was going to say.
I would ask if you would break out with some blow also.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Bogarting all of it.
Is the person who interviewed me was asking me all these things about the trolls, and there are 2,000 of them, John, that are on this hate site on Reddit, and and I'm like, I go, let me ask you a question. Okay, let's say there's 2,000.
Mm-hmm.
That is like 0.0000009 of the people who know me as being an entertaining guy on two of the most successful TV and radio shows in history.
So I says to Monique, I love when he's reenacting this interview we just did yesterday. She asked me this, and guess what I said back to her? I hit her with boom, boom, and I said this. It was so great. You should have been there, Tony. I was king of the world.
He is 14 mentally.
Yeah. It's funny because was it Tab who brought that up? Tab said he's like a 14-year-old boy, the way he thinks about popularity and just everything in general is like a 14-year-old. And Tab brought that up, and that really resonated with people. I saw a lot of people comment on that, like, holy shit, that really is what this is. This guy is still like a freshman in high school trying to like be the cool guy.
What really
when there's bigger kids who can throw the ball farther.
Yeah. What brings it into focus for me is how he always wants someone so bad to be just on his team.
Yeah.
Yeah. No matter who or why.
Like, you get it, right? You think they're assholes, right? Like, we agree on that, right?
Yes. Very much like a 14-year-old.
So John says, if there's 2,000 of these people in Dabblers Anonymous, which he doubts, there's obviously a lot more than that. But it's 0.00009% of the people who know him from all these amazing shows. That would mean, I realize he's exaggerating, but I'm just going to point it out. I did the math. It means he has 2.2 billion fans. All right. Now let's say the Stuttering John Melendez has 2.2 billion fans. Do you think he would do well at a comedy club in Florida? Do you think he'd do a little bit better with his name on the marquee, knowing that there's 2.2 billion fans? I'll tell you this. It's very widely reported that Joe Rogan has 11 million listeners to any given episode.
Sure.
I was in Vegas when Joe Rogan was performing stand-up comedy. Mm-hmm. There was a line through the entire MGM casino, out the door, around the block, and down into another casino to get into the arena because he's very popular, because people know and like him.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Stuttering John was on the bill with him.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
I was confused. I was there to see Shuli, and I'm like, are you guys in line for Shuli? Is this the line for Shuli? You guys, no, you don't know who Shuli? What? Are you sure? Okay. I didn't know he had so many black fans. Cool. All right. Oh, no, it's not that. Oh, okay. So this is where they start goofing on me for doing a live show at what was a pretty sweet venue in Nashville. It's a pretty nice place. A little too classy for us.
Hard
to
rip on, but I am ready.
Okay, let's find out.
Let's see what they got.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, here's the best, Tony. So this is the best. So so Kevin from, what is it again?
Why do I podcast? I believe that's what his show is. Yeah. Why do I podcast?
Oh my God, keep saying it, guys. Wait, Kevin from what? Why do I podcast? Wait, what is it?
Ass, dick.
I know, they're fucking Tom Myers in fourth grade now.
Why do I podcast? I believe that's what his show is. Yeah. Why do I podcast?
Yeah.
I mean,
you know what?
Right.
So he does a whole show in Nashville. I think you told me this.
Yeah. So he had a venue. And they did a live show, and me and you were, of course, it was you that were the headliner, of course. But I'm the second fiddle, and Gabe, they make fun of him as he's like the third fiddle or something. I'm like, you motherfuckers rented a stage to goof on us. Like, you rented a fucking stage to goof on us.
Was there anybody there?
Well, I mean, there was tens of people probably, but
The balls on Stuttering John Melendez. Yeah. His first thought is, was it poorly attended? Yeah. John, are you fucking kidding me right now? You're going to goof on me for a show that's poorly attended?
That's all he wants to hear.
That's your go-to?
So there's like two zit-faced girls, teenage girls that
they just want to hear the quarterback's dick is small.
Yeah, nothing's going on Saturday night. They're just going to rip on everyone in the yearbook.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Kelly's got double D's, but I don't even know Jim really loves her for who she is.
Right. He's so happy he's got someone on his side.
These guys are losers. So this idea that Tony Michaels thinks I rented a stage.
Yeah. We actually got paid.
I had a contract with the venue with a guaranteed minimum. I didn't rent a stage. I didn't put up money ahead of time.
Minimum, you say?
Yeah, right. Should I put that in my writer? Yes, John, you should.
Who is this minimum?
So this idea that we're renting a stage is, incorrect. Also, I'm going to play later out of the show. People have been uncovering what Tony Michaels has been up to over the last 4 years.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, apparently.
Really cool shit, right?
Yeah, apparently he's like a vlogger. and he does this fast food drive-through show.
Oh, yeah,
where he eats like McDonald's and stuff.
I heard a tease about this.
We'll
last
get
night.
into it.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. I'm just wondering how many people would come to that show live. How many people want to come and watch him talk about his double cheeseburger at the City Winery in Nashville, Tony? I mean, that's not the angle. It's the wrong angle. If you got to goof on me, great. I always invite it. This is a roast. I want you to roast me. We'll roast you back. We'll have fun with it. That's the wrong angle. How many people were at the show? Did you rent a stage?
Yeah, this shows how bad you guys suck because Carl's actually an easy target.
You're not lying.
I'm not.
You're not lying at all. There's so many things.
I try to lay off on him a little bit.
There's so many things to goof on me for. And the fact that our podcast is successful is not the one.
No,
not even close.
Start somewhere else.
All right. So now John starts the doubling down on us goofing on him claiming he beat Shaquille O'Neal at basketball.
Oh, God.
And John is so proud of himself. Like I said, he posted the video. It's a 13-second clip. I have it. We'll play it. It's a 13-second clip from The Tonight Show. They devoted 13 seconds to the Stuttering John bit that night.
Oh, I thought it was a 2-hour special.
5 nights a week. No. So it wasn't Jock Jams. Remember that on MTV? They would have like the Rockin' Jock. That's what it was. Rockin' Jock.
Yeah.
You'd have like the bass player from Pearl Jam chucking up 3-pointers. It wasn't that. That's for sure. All right,
The show has reached a new low.
So basically what's happened here is that I could have gone a couple of different ways with the thumbnail that I did for this episode. Okay. Because if you remember, John had that guy on Twitter that called him stupid. And then John's like, he called me stupid. And then he called me stupid.
Yeah. What Michael Cohen did this morning before even 9 a.m. was call me stupid. Was call me, let's see. Oh, just kept insulting me. I forget now. Calling me stupid. I forget. There was another disparaging comment.
And then he's like, I never go to name calling. It's like, it's the only thing you do.
Sure.
You have nicknames for everyone. Mitch McDickless isn't name calling. What are you talking about?
Gums.
Yeah, Gums. Yeah, every single
Carla.
person. What's he called? Kumia. Crater Face. Whatever the fuck he calls Kumia. Yep. And he's on here going, oh, Carl says I beat Shaq. That was just one quick thing. Sure. I just picked that as a thumbnail because I thought it would be interesting, you know?
Right.
Show a picture of Shaq next to John. Like, this guy thinks he beat him at basketball. So John's really laying into this.
Uh-oh.
But here's my favorite thing, Tony, is he started calling me delusional because I said I beat Shaq in basketball. Now, he does a whole show with the title Stuttering.
Wait. He says you said that you were going to beat Shaq in basketball. I don't know this. I think someone's tweeted this shit at me before, but I completely ignored it.
I'm telling you the story. He is claiming that I'm delusional for making the claim that I beat Shaq in basketball.
That is what I'm claiming. Yes, correct.
You did or you can.
I did.
Okay. Now
Of course
even Tony thinks this is retarded. He's like, why are you saying you can beat Shaq at basketball? He's one of the best players of all time. Yeah. Why are you saying that? No, I did. He's like,
wait,
okay.
You dreamt this.
Yeah, right. You're like, what are you talking about?
All right.
Saying I'm delusional, it must not be true. What do? He doesn't realize, the dumb fuck, is that it was on the Tonight Show.
All right. If it was on TV, it must be true, obviously. There's nothing on TV that isn't true. So again, I hate that I have to explain what our angle was on this. Sure. It wasn't that I didn't think you made a lucky shot against Shaq. I totally believed that part. What I thought was ridiculous and ponderous was the idea that you were going around saying that you beat Shaq at basketball, making one shot that's not even defended. Okay. Is that beating someone at basketball?
Yeah, I ran around him, stole the ball, and I suck at basketball. I take a shot from way beyond the 3-point line and switch it.
So you got fucking lucky. This isn't like Stuttering John is a great basketball player.
Yes.
And he whipped the shit out of Shaq.
Right.
I got lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're playing to 3, apparently.
So Tony understands this right away. Did I ever tell you how I beat Floyd Mayweather in boxing?
What?
Yeah, dude. For real. So what I did is I challenged him to a boxing match at my house, and I said if he didn't come, he'd lose by forfeit. So I won. I beat him at boxing.
That's pretty good.
That's not how boxing works. This is not how basketball works. Let's watch this amazing video that John is so proud of. And I'm sure he had to reach out to someone at the Tonight Show to like get the video clip so he could post it and get permission. Hey, Jay, is it cool if I can't be bothered with this, John? You got to stop calling me about these clips, John. I'm a very busy man. I'm doing another show now.
Enough about Kevin.
All right, so that's the entire clip. And I thought it was really funny when Shuli's like, does he believe the edited version of his life? Like, what does John think happened in this? Like, yeah, they edited it to show that he grabbed the basketball. Shaq got way the fuck away, was not playing defense at all. John chucked it up.
This is live action The Ringer.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus.
But it literally reminds me, if you watch how Shaq's demeanor was there, it's like when you're 10 and you beat your dad at basketball and you bragged to all your friends. Right. Oh, I beat my dad at basketball. It's like, your dad let you win.
You got to take it for a couple seconds, and then you're like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Can we go to a bar? Like,
so then John, because he's played this video, is explaining that we're obviously just lying.
They conjure up these lies and they sell these lies.
Oh, hold on a second. This is actually something else that we have to get into.
Okay.
But I'm wondering, though, if Tony's watching this. Like, he's starting to get it now.
Yeah.
Do you see what's going on here? John literally just came in here and goes, these guys don't think I beat Shaq at basketball. And he's like, well, you didn't. You know that, right? And this idea that he's, like, chucking the ball from way past the three-point line, he wasn't that far out. And it didn't swish. It wasn't even that great a shot. But anyway, I guess we're the liars.
They conjure up these lies and they sell these lies.
John posted this video on Twitter.
Okay.
The one with Shaq.
Oh, yeah.
It has 12 likes. And he wrote in there...
One like for every second.
Some loser claimed I was delusional to say I beat Shaq without knowing that I had a video of it. Like this was his big gotcha moment.
Yeah.
And he's all proud of himself because he's constantly talking about like, oh, Shuli doesn't have any engagement. He buys all of his followers on Twitter. He posted this video and 12 people fucking liked it. It's so pathetic. And he's doing that to make me feel bad about it.
Every single thing that this guy is insecure about, he's going to accuse of other people thinking it's some sort of clever deflection. Yes. And it's something, again, a 14-year-old would do.
Well, he goes, these guys are conjuring up lies about me. He told Monique my wife is cheating on me. He's got inside information about my personal life with the woman I'm married to. And John's like, these guys are just conjuring up lies. It really is uncanny how he's able to do this. I would be embarrassed.
I am embarrassed for him.
You're embarrassed for him?
Yes.
All right. Well, Tony's got me all figured out, which is good.
They'll probably clip the shit out where, they really don't like what I'm saying because it is tough to, when you actually rent a fucking stage in Nashville to goof on John and goof on me and Gabe goofing on John, it really is kind of fucking pathetic. But that's your only shtick. Like you can't create content other than that. Like that's the only way that you can create content.
Where do we begin?
Okay, so I'm pathetic?
Sure.
Tony, I'm the one who's pathetic. You've done no research on me at all. You don't know anything you're talking about. You're making shit up. Oh, the only way you can actually create any content is by goofing on Stuttering John. Look through my podcast. I have over 300 episodes. They're all about different podcasts. Every episode. We've done whole episodes that are just music that I've created, that I've written myself and performed. This fucking asshole does no research.
It's a roast. You pointed that out a couple times.
He does no research. He's on here. He's just going, oh, this guy's so fucking pathetic. You know what I think's pathetic is that Tony Michaels eats his boogers before every single episode. And then he screams into the mic and everyone calls him booger breath. Everyone calls him booger breath Tony because he's constantly eating his own boogers. And you want to talk about pathetic.
I don't know. We got to conjure up some better lies than that, man.
I thought that was kind of funny.
All right.
Because look at his microphone right there, and that picture that just smells like boogers. It's kind of fun. That's what you guys are doing, Tony. Yeah. That's literally what you guys are doing. You know nothing about me. You saw one video on YouTube, and now you've got my whole fucking life story figured out and how pathetic I am. All right, so then they start talking about Shuli again. And, Shuli and all, he's buying bots, buying followers on Twitter.
Yeah, he's too funny, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So then Tony actually admits that everyone has fake Twitter followers. Everyone does.
Which in reality, most people who have a Twitter account, a lot of them are fake, right? So I think
I wouldn't even know how to buy Twitter followers.
Yeah. No shit. No shit. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't be able to. You don't have the means to buy Twitter followers. I love that John's excited he doesn't know how to do something. You don't know how to do anything. And also, this guy who's just calling me pathetic for doing a live show in Nashville, his buddy Gabe is watching along live. See that little chat right there?
Oh, yeah.
Talking about how Shuli is butthurt. Gabe, you're watching your friend on another person's podcast and commenting on it? And this is pathetic. This is the definition of losers.
That's the Gabe.
That's Gabe Sanchez.
Whoa.
He's actually there. We do a show where over 90% of the people who are there came in from out of state. These guys are watching each other on their own live streams and commenting on it. All right. Now you win. You got me there. Oh, this is interesting. I'm going to choking to my own rage. Anyway.
Right. Okay.
So this is the thing that they took issue with was when they said there was a clip that John did with Eric Swalwell that has over 10,000 views. And I went, John doesn't get 10,000 views on anything. So we literally pulled up his YouTube page and showed he had 300 on one video, 600 on the other. And, obviously we do a lot more views than that on our YouTube. So then they go on to explain that they were talking about a video clip that was up on Twitter that had all of these views, not a YouTube clip.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's find out about that.
The other great lie they tell is you had Eric Swalwell on your show, I think.
Yes.
And I retweeted the clip that you played.
Yeah, it was
and
awesome.
You claimed on the beer on the balcony. I think that's where it was. You claimed on the beer in the balcony when we were talking that you had over 10,000 views on that video. And they kept posting screenshots with me tagged on it. I'm like, what? Stop fucking posting screenshots of John's YouTube. I know where it's at. I know where his fucking YouTube is at. You do not have to show it to me. But these dumb motherfuckers would post a screenshot and it'd be like, oh, it's got 3,200 views or something like that. Or I don't know. Not even anywhere close to 10,000. What they don't know is if you go to Twitter, you dumb motherfuckers, and look at the clip that John posted, it's got over 20,000 views now.
I know.
It really.
Okay, so I didn't realize they were talking about a clip that's under 2 minutes long on his Twitter that no one watches with the sound turned on because you don't watch videos on Twitter. You're just scrolling through your feed. So anyone who's watching that, if they see it for a second, it counts as a view. So people are just scrolling through their feed. And dummy John doesn't even have captions turned on because he's a fucking idiot. So when you put videos on social networks like Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, you put captions on it because everyone's watching without the sound on because they're in a meeting. They shouldn't even be on Twitter right now.
Yeah.
The last thing they're going to do is have the fucking sound on and embarrass themselves. So these guys don't even understand how social media works. And they're all excited that they have 20,000 views of this video. Yeah, but there were 600 on YouTube, which means all those 20,000 people who saw it didn't give a fuck. Less than 2 minutes, and they weren't even enticed to see any more of it. So that's not a good sign. That's not impressive. Also, Eric Swalwell, just real quick, had a spy working for him who was a spy for the Chinese Communist Party, working for him for years. And he's on the House Intelligence Committee. So it's a great get. Good job, guys. What a great politician that is.
And now, here, check this out, dude. Do you see that one?
Yeah, what's the video count on that one?
Okay. 19.9 thousand.
Oh my God, almost 20,000.
Yeah.
You claimed 10, I think, is when
Yes,
you said
I
it.
did, but it's gone up since then. So here's the thing. I don't lie, Tony. I mean, it's like, how could you lie about something that could easily be looked up? You know what I mean?
Yeah, how could you lie about something like fair use and how it has nothing to do with your paywall? Something that's really easy to look up and understand how it works. Why would you lie about something like that over and over again and threaten legal action?
Sure.
And act like you have a case when it's so easy to just look these things up. So then John asked Gabe how much it costs to buy Twitter followers, which is a weird question. Like, why? Who cares? What's the point? What do you mean?
Gabe or Tony?
Gabe.
I was talking about your brilliant.
Gabe was in there watching the show, and they're like, "Do you want to be on the show with us?"
Could I?
Oh, shucks. Mom, I'm doing a show now. When you're done with your friends, we have dinner, okay?
I'm playing with John and Tony.
I was just talking about your brilliant Twitter research to find out.
Oh yeah,
that Shuli bought half of his files. How does one do that, and how much does that cost?
John wants to up his following. I think.
yeah.
You have my word. I would never do that.
Yeah.
I've considered us buying 1 million followers if I could afford it. Why not? Elon Musk has 13 million.
I mean, you can easily track this kind of stuff, but I mean, like on average, you could probably buy Twitter followers because they do them in buckets.
Yeah.
So you could do, let's say that you wanted to buy how many, like 25,000?
Yeah. Yeah.
It would cost you.
We auction them off.
$659.70. That's how much it would cost you for 25,000. How many fake followers does he have? Let's see how much it would cost.
Who fucking cares?
It's exhausting thinking about. Like, why?
They've already determined that he bought these followers.
Look at him. He's licking his lips with anticipation. If I had real money,
I know Shuli.
I'd get fake followers.
I know Shuli well enough to know that he's definitely not pulling money out of his pocket for Twitter followers or dinner.
Yeah, right.
Or that drink. So I'm not buying any of this. So then John goes on to talk about how he doesn't want to goof on Shuli because he doesn't punch down and Shuli's a nobody. Right?
Of course.
I don't know if you've heard that before.
Never.
But then they explain, and this is my favorite angle that they go with, we can't goof on John for failing in DC because they already did it.
Oh.
So
they got in front of it.
They got in front of it. So there's nothing that we could do, obviously.
I'm glad you guys are here because you get me primed for the next show I'm going to do where I'm really going to tear into Shuli. But I will say this, even though he's a nobody, and I don't usually punch down, but I'm enjoying it too much. But all three of us did my show after I went to DC.
Yeah.
And we all goofed on it. We all goofed on me, and we goofed on the camera crew. You know, we all did our own trolling of our, at least including myself. We all trolled me on that one.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we just goofed on the whole fucking,
John, you hired a Craigslist porno crew.
Yeah,
so of course we goofed on you.
So the whole thing, we made it funny.
Right.
And then Carl does this. I mean, Kevin, I'm sorry. He does a show to say that my DC trip was a big failure. Yeah, we already said that, dummy.
So what? We're reporting the news too.
We made it way funnier, John. That's the difference. Does John understand the difference between having Tony and Gabe on his show compared to Anthony Cumia, Shuli Egar, and Kaya Orson? We might be playing the same sport, but we're in different leagues, my friend. You have to understand that. There's a reason why our show has way more views than your show about your DC trip. We made it entertaining and funny.
I don't know. He called you dummy. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. He also called me by my real name, which is funnier than Kevin at this point because it's unexpected.
Roy.
I don't think John understands what's going on here.
No. That's the thing. I think that's the funniest part is like, and Tony said it on the weekend show, which was how much they rely on your content. If you don't produce content, they have nothing to talk about. Because I have not seen anything where they're like, hey, so we're going to make original content. It's them just trying to rag on you.
Right. It's mostly every once in a while they do one on what's this guy's name? Opie. Yeah, Opie. They do one on Opie every once in a while.
So they have no idea what they're talking about.
Well,
they think everything that our show is our YouTube channel, which our YouTube is an afterthought.
Yeah.
We have a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, the irony here is when he doesn't have content but still insists on going on the internet, it's fucking hilarious.
Right.
When he does political shows and he's got some boob talking about whatever, it sucks.
That's true.
So, yeah, we don't want him to have content.
Well, no, he's saying that we don't have content. 'Cause all we do is goof on John.
Yeah, but they're calling his content.
That's a great point. That's a very good point right now. It's like having Hal Sparks do the Hal Sparks show on your show does not make you a great podcaster.
No.
In any way.
Right.
As hot as that lesbian is. I don't want to.
I miss that lesbian.
I know. She's pretty hot. If only John had his boner pills when Hal Sparks came over that one time.
Oh, there's oregano. Ah, fuck.
Anyway, guys, if you're listening, just check out our website or our podcast feed. You'll see that there's a lot more to the show than Stuttering John, but he is our most fun subject.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I think the Tony and Gabe know that.
I think they do too.
Yeah.
I think these guys.
I think that they'll be on our show not too far down the road.
You're getting ahead of us.
Uh-oh.
Tony wants to be on this show so fucking badly. Yeah. Gabe has such low self-esteem. He's not even offering that up. He's like, I know they wouldn't have me on their show. I'm no Shuli.
Tony will be the next Croge. Gabe's the next producer, Chris.
The next Croge. How dare you? All right. So let's get back into some Shuli talk here. It's always fun.
Poor Shuli. You guys picking on Shuli. You know, John.
Wait,
greatest...
Tony, before you go there, I don't pick. He started it with me, not the other way around.
Oh, I'll goof on Shuli. I don't give a shit. I goof on Gabe every day. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me.
We all goof on each other.
I mean, I would go on Kevin's show and goof him goofing you.
I'll goof the fuck out of him.
So, Tony, I don't know if you know this, but I have like funny people on my show that I enjoy talking to.
Ouch.
I'm not looking for Tony Michaels to come on and goof on John
Tony
with
Michaels.
me. Although, maybe I'll put it out a little poll or something.
Okay.
People can vote on whether we should have Tony Michaels on the show or not.
All right.
Because I'd be open to it. He wants to come on. This is the first time he mentions it, but it's not the last. And I just want to point out that John says that Shuli started shit with him. That's patently false.
Yeah.
That is so untrue.
Widely documented.
Yes. I mean, the video that you showed, John.
Yeah.
Where Shuli can't engage with you because he works for the program you're goofing on. Yeah. And John's going, oh my gosh, Shuli came after me out of nowhere. No, he did not. Shuli came on my show, didn't talk about you for a second.
Exhibit A. Oh, wait, this doesn't make me look good at all.
Yeah. Exhibit A for alcohol. I was wasted.
Hey, man, don't you think it's funny that the guy that coined the frame, coined the phrase jump the shark, now works for the show that jumped the shark?
So, anyway, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about there, why he thinks in his dumb, wet brain that Shuli started this thing when obviously John did. And then Gabe is just fucking clueless. I don't know why he even feels the need to talk. He doesn't know what he's talking about at all.
This is one thing I do want to point out. I sincerely, before this whole thing happened, I did not know who Shuli was. Now, you could also say, we don't know who you are, Gabe. And I could be like, yeah, I don't know who I am either.
Right.
And that's the joke. I'm able to make fun of myself. But Shuli and probably others like who do that podcast are like, I take it so seriously and I take it so butthurt. And then it's like, you know what? I'm sure, I guarantee they're going to clip out that one thing right there and make fun of me. And I don't really care.
Yeah.
Gabe, my point to you is this. We don't take ourselves seriously. Mm-mm. This is the thing that you're not understanding is we do this live show. We goof on Stuttering John. And everyone's smiling and laughing and hugging. We're all having a great time. John is threatening lawsuits against me for years. You want to talk about someone who takes things seriously? You're on his show. Right. Talking about how we take things seriously.
Yeah.
He's threatening legal action. He has Michael Popak on his show to talk about suing me. He explains how much my house is worth because he thinks he's going to take it.
What a fun show.
What a fun show. I'm going to live in this guy's house. He'll be out on the streets. What a good goof.
That's what's amazing about our fans, that we met in Nashville and in Chicago is like, we all got together because it's a roast and it seems mean and they're the nicest fucking people. And
surprisingly
these guys right here are trying to be, we're all jolly and everything, but what they're saying is not quite so happy.
No, they're pissed off about it, obviously. Yeah. And that's why Tony assumes that I'm mad at John. I want him to fail. It's like, no. Not in any way, shape, or form. Like I've said many times, I think 3 or 4 shows a week is not enough. John needs to produce way more content than that. Yes. And actually, Shuli had a great point. John should just be documenting his life
Absolutely.
all day long, from the
Yes.
morning, the minute he wakes up in the morning to when he gets blackout drunk by that afternoon. There should be a GoPro on his head and cameras following him around.
Real drunk world.
It'd be amazing. And then John can watch the show and find out what happened. What happened last night? Oh, that's right. It's on Twitch.
I have to admit, I would actually like an app to recapture what I did.
That's the last thing I want to do. It sounds horrible.
Whoa, so I went in for more Doritos.
Well, that explains the case of the missing Doritos.
Yeah, the frosting? Holy shit. The wax fruit.
All right. Oh, this is me deleting Grubhub, and this is me reinstalling Grubhub. Damn it.
It's so true.
I had my sense to me for a second there. All right. So let's figure out why guys like myself, producer Chris, Croge, trucker Andy, why are we goofing on Stuttering John of all people? There has to be a reason, right? And it can't be because he's a talentless hack who keeps embarrassing himself on the internet. Yeah. That can't be the reason. It's got to be something else.
It's got to have layers.
These fucking guys.
But that's the thing, Gabe. Like the whole thing, nobody knows who Kevin is. Nobody knows who Julie is. No. And they can't stand that. A lot of people know who I am. And that's what, and therein lies the basis of everything. Yeah. They hate, even though I got lucky, Tony, playing Shaq, I beat him.
I'm even jealous of his a miracle shot against Shaq. Wow, I'm jealous of everything with this guy.
I can't believe he brought that back.
John.
Wait, Tony and Gabe, why are you agreeing with this guy?
I don't know. That's the thing. Right there, they should have been like, hold on a second, John. Yeah. You really think they're jealous of your fame?
Yeah.
Everyone's laughing
You're
at
in our sights because we're fucking jealous.
That's insane. I mean, I know he needs to tell himself that. Yeah. It's fine. He can tell himself that all he wants, but that's a crazy thought to have.
John, if that's part of your affirmations, you might want to change that.
There's thousands of people on the internet who are creating hilarious photoshops of you in mafia movies because they're just so jealous
Those
of
are the people we're jealous of.
Those are the people I'm jealous
talent.
of. Yeah, like that's a pretty sweet art. Can I use it? God, the dabblers, I know I talk about it a lot, but it's just endlessly entertaining.
Yes, go there.
So much great stuff. When John was talking about how he knows people in New York who aren't too thrilled with that Kevin guy. Oh, man. I mean, he's literally threatening a mob hit. So, of course, the dabblers, I love these guys, just put together amazing photoshops.
It could be anyone in New York who's not thrilled with you. Broadway actors, homeless people.
Our mayor. Who knows? Yeah. All right. So, Tony here, because we haven't really seen Tony be funny ever.
No.
You know, he's a political guy.
He looks like a guy that'd be kicked out of a bar for ripping on the IPAs that are available.
Yes, pretentious beer snob.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good way to describe him.
But I like him.
He's a great guy. All right, so he finally comes up with a joke here because they're talking about, John's going, you know, I borrowed my brother's suit. Who cares? I'm the same size as him.
About that.
I'm the same size as him, which, by the way, that suit did not fit you, John. I mean, even the photos that you took of yourself.
Different.
Yeah. Your arm length is definitely different.
What the fuck?
Anyway, inseam probably is a problem.
Please continue.
So Tony's going to stick up for his buddy John here.
Okay.
He'll learn eventually, but whatever. He's sticking up for John.
He's having fun with it.
And so he's explaining that what you wear is not important when it comes to podcasting, even though what John was doing was interviewing Congress people outside of the Capitol, which it is kind of important what you're wearing for that. But whatever. Tony's going to try to give him an out here.
I mean, definitely go on Craigslist and find one. Here's what I'll tell you about clothes and podcasting. Listen, Kevin, if you want to take a clip, here's where you start the clip. Put your mark here for your editing.
I got it, Tony.
I rarely even wear pants when I'm podcasting. Yeah. I rarely even wear pants. Breaking news on Stuttering John's podcast, Tony Michaels. Now I wear shorts, but I very rarely wear pants. And I don't even hardly wear shoes even. I just don't. Why would I? You don't see anything.
He did the
Tom Myers joke.
Zoom without pants thing. Yeah. And producer Chris, I'm glad you said that because I know Tony's out of it. He won't know what we're talking about. Tom Myers is the world's worst comedian. This is well documented. Are you familiar with a show called Come Town? Tom Myers, Nick Mullen, do you know who that is? Probably not. These guys are out of it. Go ahead and look them up on Patreon. $96,000 a month is what Cumtown makes on Patreon. Cumtown has pointed out many times that Tom Myers is the world's worst comedian, to the point where it's anti-comedy. And we just documented in Nashville in our live show, we were talking about Tom Myers, a joke that he told on a Zoom call, and he got made fun of by other unfunny anti-comics for doing a joke about not wearing pants. And it looks like this.
I tell you what, for those of us, comics who by nature are antisocial, just staying in our own houses is a lot better, because you can do stuff on Zoom comedy that you can't do live anymore. Like,
and the parking is great.
And you can also do stuff like forego putting on pants. You go. So it's like, fuck that shit. Why bother?
I was just thinking today, there's always in this age of Zoom, there's always one person who makes a joke about not having pants in every meeting, and that's you, Tom Myers. So can't wait to hear what other jokes you got.
Yep, there's always one asshole, one idiot who says, guess what, guys? I'm not even wearing pants. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, waka waka.
Oh, my God.
Holy shit.
I know we've documented that before, but
I know, it's so embarrassing.
Tom should just whimper and cry after being scolded like that.
She goes, I can't wait to see what other jokes you have later. Like, totally goofing at him.
Yeah.
And an hour and a half goes by before he does his set, which is 7 minutes of embarrassing material. But all right, I digress. Let's get back into our friend Tony Michaels, who wants on. He wants on this show.
All right.
And maybe you're against this, but I would go on Kevin's stupid ass show and again goof on you. Well, goof on me, goofing on you, goofing on his show. I don't know. It's very confusing how he does it. But maybe you should tell Kevin that if he really wants to goof on you that bad, because I know he would say, no, hell no. There's no way I would do that, because he wouldn't appear on this show. No fucking way would he have the guts to appear on this show. No fucking way would he appear on. I would come on his show.
All right. Let's comment on this. So he's mentioned this multiple times. He wants to come on this show. What would he do on this show? Agree with me eventually? I just go through all right, here's all the things you don't know about Stuttering John. We'll just get right into it. And then eventually Tony's like, holy shit, what a fucking loser. Okay, not my bad. I had no idea. I don't know, but we could try it. But I love that he says, I wouldn't go on John's show. Of course I would go on John's show. That'd be epic.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. Am I invited to go on John's show?
Yeah. Is it an open invite?
I don't think John wants me on his show. I think that was Tony's idea.
Because if it's +1.
Oh, you want it?
Yeah.
You're going to be my Gabe? Oh, I see. Producer Chris is commenting. Can we bring him on? I can check with his parents to see if it's okay. Are the streetlights on yet? All right. So then at the end of this show, John talks about how he's going to make these guys stars. The reason why he knows that is because Midas Touch Brothers got their start on the Stuttering John podcast.
We'll be doing
I hope
every
you
single
guys
one of
blow
those.
up. I mean, I had the Midas Touch Brothers on here first. I was the first show they ever did, and now they're fucking huge. So I hope the same thing happens to you guys.
The Midas Touch Brothers are not successful because of Stuttering John Melendez.
Or anybody else.
And if anybody wants to tell me that that's not true, I'd love to hear the rationale behind that. So John is taking credit for a show that is much bigger than his, saying that they got their start with him, which is hilarious. And then he's acting like these guys are going to become huge stars. Being associated with Stuttering John doesn't make anybody a huge star.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
He takes you under his wing.
Yeah, right.
It stinks.
God. Someone posted a photo on Twitter of him at the Stephanie Miller show. And he's got his arms up, and just the pit stains are just disgusting. And people are commenting, and John's like, that's very natural. Sweating is natural, and it was a very stressful job that I had. It's like, John, you're working around other people. It's not cool. People don't want to see or smell your shitty fucking armpits. Gross motherfucker. I'm just sweating out the cores from yesterday. I'll be done in an hour or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
And today.
All right. So, again, he has to say how he brought Tony on at the last minute, which is just embarrassing. Like, don't bring that up.
And like, Tony, thank you so much for, always coming on at the last minute. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
no problem. No problem.
Le who? The her.
It's not cool to be summoned by Stuttering John at the last minute to come on the show. It's kind of sad. All right, that's all I have from that, which was a lot. I'm not acting like that was a short segment.
That's all right.
It was a lot.
It's Stut Joe.
But I do think that I need to, for sure, put out a poll to see if we should have Tony Michaels on the show or not, because he's mentioned many times he'll come on the show. So I assume that if I ask him, we can arrange such a thing.
No matter what happens, it'll be entertaining.
Well, yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, yeah. I
So,
might
yeah,
be
of
there,
course.
too. Yeah.
I like how you act like having Tony Michaels on your show makes it entertaining automatically. That's going to be a lot of fucking hard work. It's going to be some heavy lifting on my part to make it interesting. Have you seen this guy? Actually, don't answer that. Let's see what he was doing in February of 2018 on a show called WTH. And the title of this vlog on YouTube that he hasn't taken down yet off of his site for some reason is What Happens When Waiting for McDonald's 2 Double Cheese Funny Fast Food Car Vlog. So he's calling this funny. All right?
Yeah.
I would not have assumed he thought this was funny.
I don't know.
But
That
he-
rolls off the tongue.
He wrote the word, I know, I'm like, funny fast food. He wrote in the description, not the description, the title, that this is a funny video.
All right.
And this, I just have, it's
It's a funny joke.
It's just the whole thing, which was a funny question.
Well, I'm headed out, and I'm hungry. So you know what that means. Gotta hit the drive-thru. Let's go see what we can find.
Can he adjust where that's duct taped on his dashboard? I'm way too close to his face. It's uncomfortable.
All right, guys, so we just pulled into one of my favorite spots. My favorite restaurants of all time. McDonald's.
Did you like that reveal right there, producer Chris? He's like, oh, wait till you see this. You think it's going to be like a steakhouse or something.
Yeah.
He's like, no, my favorite restaurant is McDonald's, children's food. That's what I like to eat. Wow.
Well, he did get in front of it by saying it like a child twice.
That's true. McDonald's. Is that the comedy part? Is that the funny part?
Yep.
Okay.
That's why he should be on your show.
That is pretty funny. All right. Can I just point out, too, like, I hate fat people who celebrate their fatness like it's some impressive thing. Like, oh, look at me. I have no willpower, but I'm pretending that's awesome. You're not fooling anyone.
Yeah.
Eating double cheeseburgers is something you should resist.
Well, says you.
Or at least don't document it on the internet.
Okay, yeah, I'm with that.
So let's see what we can go get. I know what I'm going to get. I shouldn't say that. I know exactly what I'm going to get. Same thing I pretty much get every time.
What's the point of this? Let's see what we can go get through a drive-thru. This is not an exciting process in anyone's life. Going through a drive-thru, you order the food, they hand it to you, and then you drive off. And he goes, let's see what I can get. I'm going to get the same thing I always get. Watch me order a number 6.
Whatever you hope to achieve with this video, you should stop revealing that it's the same thing you do all the fucking time.
Yes.
But let's check it out.
So now we're watching him drive up through the drive-thru. Very exciting. This is a great shot.
Music bed's cool.
No, this music is generic bullshit. This came with whatever the fuck shitty software he's using to edit this. And you could tell it's just royalty-free nonsense music. You wanted to trigger me with that, didn't you motherfucker? His music's pretty cool, too.
I was wondering what it was called, like child drive-through,
New toy.
double cheeseburger.
Double chin.
No, thank you. Give me 2 double cheeseburgers plain, a medium fry, and a large unsweet tea.
What are these fucking reactions back to the camera? He's like, sometimes I'm naughty.
Yeah, he's also not looking in the camera, but
And he's literally ordering like John Hine. Fucking plain. Fucking plain. You can't handle a little mustard on your burger, you asshole. What? Those onions a little too spicy for you? What a this guy's got the palate of a 5-year-old. I need 2 cheeseburgers plain. Ugh. What a douche.
this is a review of the food, or what the fuck?
Let's find out, because
Okay.
I'm so far confused.
Yeah, all right.
We're a third of the way through this video. I don't know what the point of it is.
I
Yeah.
think he's just sending this home to his wife, right?
That'll be it. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna get McDonald's.
So half of this video so far has been him getting very giddy about eating 2,500 calories in one sitting.
And a little too close to my face.
Very close to my face. I'm sorry we have such a big monitor over here. I wasn't planning on seeing all the way up Tony Michael's nose. Oh, what did he eat yesterday? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
This is a good part of the video. I would have left all this in, too.
Thank you so much.
Good job, Tony. She was counting out the change.
I'm that much closer. I'm that much closer to the double cheese.
Now what is he doing? Okay, now he's getting his food. This is taking forever.
Can I have you pull the reserve?
I feel like I'm
Thank
watching
you.
getting
They
food
don't
in
have
real
it ready
time.
for me.
Well, so much for it being fast food. I'm stuck in the reserve section.
These are for losers.
Yeah. Tony, if you want it fast, stop special ordering shit.
Yeah.
2 double cheeseburgers plated, they don't have ready to go. No one's making that.
I actually never thought of it.
It's part of the problem.
Because I wouldn't order like that.
That's part of the problem right there. Like, this fucking guy needs his little special order. All right.
Fuck you.
Wait over there, asshole. We'll be out with it. I don't understand why fat, unfunny people want to be on the internet so badly. Like, why are you making a video of yourself? You're not interested, you don't have anything to say. You're driving through a drive-thru at McDonald's. You're too old for this shit. And for some reason, you're celebrating yourself over it.
Right.
Who's the audience for this? This has a couple hundred views. And by the way, the comments on this video, there's 2. One is one guy who comments on a thing that's coming up in a minute. I guess is his friend, because the other one is him saying, thanks, man. No, dude, the fact that the word pathetic comes out of this guy's mouth at any point, talking about what we do here at WATP, maybe he is funny. Never mind. All right, this guy is pretty funny.
2 double cheese plating, medium fresh.
That is it. Thank you very much.
Made my day.
I don't doubt that.
Man, I'm only done with 1 double cheese, and I'm already feeling guilty.
All right, so now we've seen the reaction. We're almost to the end of this, by the way.
Okay.
We're seeing the reaction. He already ate one of the cheeseburgers, and he's feeling guilty. He's been celebrating himself this entire video. Why is he feeling guilty all of a sudden?
Oh, well, I'm going to eat the second one. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to do it.
Willpower McGee over here is going to eat both of the burgers he ordered?
He held out for a while.
He thought about it. Maybe I should stop and get a treadmill. No, I'll just eat another cheeseburger.
Made it through it without shame.
No, you just...
Thank you.
Yeah. No, you didn't.
Made it through without shame. You just said you feel guilty. You already pounded a double cheeseburger, which he calls double cheese.
Ooh.
Because he's got that cool slang.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin, you ever eat a double cheese?
Into that brevity thing.
If I had him on the show, I'd be like, oh my God, I was doing a show with my friend yesterday and I was calling double cheeseburgers double cheese because that's what you said. It's so funny. Oh my God.
2 double cheese.
That's the part that was commented on. Oh my gosh, that slow-mo part. So fucking funny. How old do you think this guy is? He's way too old to be doing a vlog.
Yeah, or eating double cheese.
Right.
I don't know, 38?
Yeah, I would guess he's in his 30s.
Is this a game? A real game?
Just need to make sure I don't have any shame in my beard. All right, guys. There it is.
The shame is that thing you're carrying around your waist. That's where the shame comes in, my friend.
My confession. But this time, no guilt. I feel fantastic.
You should.
Thanks for riding along with me today, guys. Going through the drive-thru. I'll see you next time. Booyah. Drive in, drive out, drive through.
Wow, that's pathetic. And that was close to Gagia also.
That really was. That was his little sign-off.
Yeah.
Drive in, drive out, drive through.
Oh, imagine a road trip with this fucking asshole. I'm sorry, Tony. We'll have you on the show soon.
I would just jump out and start rolling. Just test my luck.
Oh, what's that? Whoa!
This is Alligator Alley. I know. Whatever. Holy shit. So as I'm watching this video, they suggested I watch this other video of his that he put out like a day later on YouTube. I haven't watched this one yet, but I thought maybe we could check it out together. Let's see what happens.
When I stop laughing, yes.
Look at this fucking production that he has. Like, I'm at the IMAX to watch this asshole eat double cheese. Hold on, I gotta back that up. What the fuck?
That's amazing.
What an asshole.
The audience is puking.
Oh, this is a trailer. He made a trailer for a 2-minute video.
Yeah.
Oh no! So this is just like. So he's one of these guys who wanted to learn how to use his video editing software, and then had this idea.
He put out his first project.
I'll put it up on the internet.
Yeah.
And by the way,
I'll be doing soon.
This is the same channel that he's currently using for his political podcast, where he explains how gun legislation needs to happen.
I might want to do that.
2 cheeseburgers, no guilt, it says on the screen.
Also, there was no struggle.
But what is this thing where he wants to feel guilty, but he doesn't want to feel guilty? He's like not sure which angle to go with here. I don't get it.
He should talk to Ash.
Ash would put him straight.
Oh, yeah.
Ash would be like, you're not even fat.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Skinny boy.
Right. Okay, twig. This is retarded. He must think this is funny. He must think so he's editing this thing where his face is taking up the entire screen, which is grotesque. And he sat there for hours putting this together with the music bed and everything.
I don't know about hours, but yeah.
Wow. It probably took him a few hours. And he's sitting there going, this is fucking funny. See if he does his tagline at the end. No. I get you gotta watch the real thing to see the tagline. Holy shit. Let's see what the comments are to this. Oh, 0. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
You want to add one?
So I'll put out a poll or something. We'll see if we should have Tony Michaels on the show.
Who are these podcasts? WATP.